welcome Earth signs. Welcome to your weekly love reading, guys. This is your weekly weekend love reading, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're unsure of your placements, though, go ahead and check the description box below. Also, guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and that's totally fine. That's why I have options for personal readings, so you guys can have a better look at what your situation is if this doesn't apply to you. So we're going to go ahead and do our usual for this weekend update, or weekend update. I haven't even watched SNL. I haven't watched Saturday Night Live in so long. I don't even know why I said weekend update. Weekend update, but whatever. So yeah, hopefully you guys are doing alright. We're gonna go ahead and pull this weekend reading. Oh my goodness, that's too many cards. Okay, weekend reading here. We started with the Oracle card first. You can sidetrack with all my other craziness. We pull an Oracle card first to kind of see how the situation is, and then we pull the reading around it, and then we pull for Sunday. I like to call this the closing out card, closing out Oracle card, but I kind of feel like this is like a Sunday card for us. You know what I mean? Something that carries us through the entire weekend up to the Sunday, or up till Monday, really. But let's go ahead and see what y'all got. Ooh. Brandenburg Amethyst, and I have amethyst here actually, and I love amethyst. Amethyst is one of my favorite crystals, especially since I got this raw. Oh my goodness, it was awesome. It's a slab, and I got it in Syracuse, New York, the State Fair, New York State Fair, in the African section. It was nice. I was like, wow, okay, that's cool. I was, they had like little nice drums, so they had some like music over there, and they had like a little crystal section. That was neat. So that's where I got this one from. So I've loved that so much. But let's go ahead and see. Oh, actually, and this is amethyst too. This is a pendulum I've got. It's amethyst as well. I've got amethyst all over the joint. You see, fire signs see my citrine, and y'all see my amethyst. But let's go ahead and pull you the rest of your reading here before I start having a show and tell situation. You're like, oh my god. But all right, let's see what we got going on, Earth signs. Okay, it's in the past though. Whew. But you have justice. Alright, that's not bad. 6 of Cups though. Alright. So we're going to be taking a look-see as to what we got going on here, because y'all coming from a place where you guys were just feeling stuck and trapped in your thoughts. And I feel like with justice coming up, there is a need to kind of get things balanced. When that comes up, there's things that are imbalanced here. And I feel like there's some things that definitely need to be taken off your plate in order for that to be balanced, right? Because you've got too much going on here. But we're going to look at this amethyst message real fast because, man, look at these sixes. 6 of Cups, 6 of Swords. We're going to take a look, see what this is trying to tell us for this weekend. All right. Brandenburg Amethyst, the perfect blueprint. A master healer, the Brandenburg Amethyst holds the perfect blueprint of your soul and all that is. It heals physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, karmic, planetary, and ancestral auric layers and imprints the most perfect energetic pattern possible. Self-understanding. You are a being of pure consciousness and are wonderful just the way you are. Embrace the clarity for your own core being. Let go of mental constructs, which was what that was in the past there. The 8 of Swords, this is constructed to keep you in a place of non-expansion. So since that's in the past, you've overcome that already. So what's going on here? Right? Let go of mental constructs, karmic imprints, soul imperatives, and relationships that no longer serve. This is the burdens that this is talking about here. See how that connects like that? Because it's like, what are you it's talking about letting go, releasing the burden, and that's not easy, right? Especially if you've got history, if you've got long, if this is a lifelong sweetheart. This is someone that you've known for some time. You've had history with this individual. I'm not saying this is someone that's like you. I don't think you should dump this individual. I feel like I don't think that's what it's saying. I think there's some things that you have to kind of like kind of let go of, especially if it's totally not in, like, if it's not in favor of the relationship. Don't worry, I have something I want to say regarding that in a second, but let me finish this here. Heal the past. That's the 6 of Cups, yo. Reframe previous choices that you have made in your life and take a new path to step into your soul purpose and expand higher dimensions of your soul. Now, the chakras it affects is all, including the highest, which is your crown, or your third eye in your crown chakra. Timing, any moment. And the soul path is seeing the perfection in every moment. And that's hard, considering that considering times where it may not feel perfect, it may not feel right, it may not feel that great, but that's the perfection of it, right? There's a reason for everything. There's a reason for everything that comes into our lives. Now, back to what I was saying about the relationship stuff. It looks to me that you guys may be feeling like you kind of are stuck in a situation where you kind of feel like you had to pick up the slack, which is what you guys may be doing right now. But the reason why justice is coming up here, especially if this is a relationship reading, is that you guys are taking on way too much. Doing way too much on your end. You guys are putting way too much on your side right now. You're taking up the slack. You're taking up too much. The other person has to take responsibility for their 50%. And if you dabble into that person's 50%, they can try to reclaim that from you. But at the end of the day, you're not supposed to be taking up that 50%. Handle your stuff. So handle your side. Only focus on your 50%. That relieves yourself of stress and anxiety, and it also allows you to feel more free, and to definitely adapt new behaviors, because it feels like to me this is kind of like an old sort of situation. A lot of old stuff is coming up, and you may be overcompensating or taking over a lot of more than you should because of a past situation. Now, the 6 of Cups to me doesn't ever come up to be painful memories. They're memories of the past, great memories, right? Like they're memorabilia in a way. But I feel like at the same time, this is kind of reflective of what, patterns that have kind of continued from that situation in the past. I kind of get that feeling of. And considering that what Amethyst is doing in the present, doing in this reading right now, is talking about healing, and 6 of Swords is in your future, I do get this feeling that there are some things that, that you've been holding on to, some things that you may have learned to do because you don't really feel like you have some of you guys may not have felt like you had a choice, or maybe felt like you could do other things, do something different, right? You felt like you kind of had to stick with a certain way of doing something, or maybe you just hadn't been able to see the potential for happiness in any situation after this, right? After the situation, because the 6 of Cups is a reminder of memories, but it should never be the end all be all, right? It should never be that memory that is like, oh, I'll never have that again. Memory should never act like that. In the first place, it should be inspiring. It should be encouraging. And so far, it's been feeling like it's detrimental and unreplaceable. And of course, no great memory is irreplaceable, because every moment has its perfection, right? Like we just read, every period has its purpose and has its moments that are rich in its unique way. But it doesn't mean that we can't have something else that's unique. And when we start taking up picking stuff up or taking stuff on to kind of try to either make this the way it used to be, or to to just kind of settle with things, or just to kind of feel like this is all you're gonna get, that's not, we don't want to do that, right? Now, the burdens that you carry, I feel like it does have to do with the past, and it's because of a lot of the things that that may have to do with reaching happiness. But it's I feel like a lot of this stuff too is about over carrying a burden that's from the past that you haven't put down yet. Like, maybe this is a continuous relationship, and even though it was good at one point, it may not be that way now. It may need some revamping. It may need some changes, and that's okay. That may have to be you relinquishing a lot of your role and trying to starting something new, leaving that behind and starting a fresh kind of new path ahead. Doesn't mean you break up with them. it does, but it does talk about you taking the steps and a new direction that truly that matches you. And it can be hard to move away from a situation, or move away from a certain pattern of behavior in a relationship that you've been doing for forever. And especially if you're accustomed to doing it, it's something that's a habit and you just kind of can't help yourself but do. It's going to be a healing process for the both of you, because this is about you changing your behavior, changing your patterns, changing your everything, right? So justice, yeah, there is a little bit of you that you have to give a little, and you already got so much on your plate. You could use the dump off, if that makes sense. You could just kind of drop the weight a little bit. And it's difficult, like I said, to kind of like truly 100% commit to a new direction. But trust me, I feel like in order for you to be able to heal, you have to give up what you're holding on to. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and take a look. And justice could also indicate here that there may be a grudge from the past here. And usually, like I said, the Six of Cups could be happy memories, but this could have affected you guys. This could be something from your childhood that's been affecting you forever. And this is like something that you just can't get over. And now it's like, okay, well, you have to kind of do something different now, because your life is going in a new direction. Your life is kind of hit the peak of this moment with this grudge. You may have to drop that and move forward. So you can not to condone the actions of someone or whatever happened in the past, but to allow yourself to be free and explore different options now, because you are, you've changed, you're new, you're not the same individual. And you should be allowed to explore different things and not keep yourself in a locked box, if that makes sense, because of something that happened in the past, if that makes, So forgiveness may be something that may come up in this, right? Forgiveness may be a requirement, or even if it is forgiving yourself, forgiving the situation, or forgiving the person, whoever, and it doesn't matter who's at fault, because everything has its purpose, everything has its reason, and it's hard to see, especially if it wasn't something that was desirable or felt good to go through. But you have changed for the better, and that's one thing that has to be recognized, because honestly, you can't see that if you have all this crap that you're carrying on your back, trying to get to a new beginning, and finding it to be very much a struggle. So let's see what we got going on with the Whispers of Love. Oh wow, miracles and blessings. Everything has its gifts. And you see, these messages be trying to get me in trouble, because I'm like, some of y'all probably been abused or something like that, and some of you guys may have felt like you guys have been mistreated in some way. And it's like, it's hard to give a message like this when somebody hasn't been treated in the way that they felt was fair. But that's, honestly, family, and I want you to stick with me, I have had abuse. I've had things that have happened to me that I wish had never happened. But if they never happened to me, I wouldn't be this person that you'd be talking to or hearing talk to you today. Things happen in a way that promotes our growth, even if we don't like that shit that happens, right? Like being racially profiled, being touched upon as a kid, being being abused and bullied as a kid by people that you grew up with as colleagues. Those things that you've experienced were not something you deserved, and that's not the point. It's not about what you deserve. It's about who you can be after certain situations have been experienced. And a lot of this stuff, it feels like to me that there's a lot of hard stuff that you're having to drop right now, especially considering that it's affected you in a very fundamental level, like the Six of Cups is indicating to me. But it starts by setting yourself free. You can't keep on like this. I mean, you can if you want to, it's your choice, but this is not for better and for worse. This is honestly stagnancy. And I have, on my channel, I talk about growth, I talk about moving forward, I talk about prosperity, and I see that in every last one of these people, all you people that watch my videos, I see every last one of you the possibility to grow, to be awesome, to be the best that you can be. I mean, I see that more than myself a lot of the times, and of course that's something I need to change for me. And that's something that I've had to learn through the things I've gone through that taught me that I was not good enough. So this stuff here that I'm saying is not saying that you deserved every last bad thing happening to you. This is not saying that you need to see the bad stuff as the best thing in the world, because it's hard to do, right? Not like, it's I guess it is kind of what I'm saying. See that as what made you the star that you are, that homing beacon for everyone else that's going through something that's struggling. You know, be your own happiness, be your own star, and through the struggles, know how you've overcome a lot of it, how you've pushed past the barriers, how you've broken down a lot of expectations from people. You know, how you broke down your own expectations. Who cares about what other people think, right? How you've overcome your own expectations. You know, how you've purged, how you've become the you that's amazing now, that can change your destiny in a click of your fingers. That person that older you probably didn't even believe you could do that. Now you can. Now you can see that. Now this is your opportunity now to see it. But the only way you truly believe it is by letting those things go and seeing how they have not just helped you grow, but also set you free at the same time. Okay. Alright, family. I'm gonna let y'all go this time, alright? Love y'all to death. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing these videos. And even if you downvote, thank you so much for tuning in and giving you 2 cents. A lot of these messages here, especially this one, is a hard one to swallow. And I see this, as I have to give it. But the thing is like, the truth isn't easy to swallow. But it's, fighting for freedom ain't easy. Period. You have history of people all around the world, and I could say, oh, I'm black and we have it, slavery happened and it wasn't easy for my ancestors. The whole world has had their own slave times. So it's not just black people, it's the whole world. It's everyone. It's every last person on this planet has gone through something with oppression, whether that is with society or with the people that they grew up closely with. You've overcome so much. And you can, fighting for freedom ain't easy, family. But it's definitely worth it at the end of the day. Why? Because there's nothing to keep you down no more. There's nothing to keep you down. And you can have anything in the world that you want. Love you so much, guys. I'm going to see y'all real soon. Take care, guys. Bye now.